God damn it. I recorded an entire episode and I did not. I did an entire episode and I did not press record. Just realized, fucking A. What's it so warm in here, man? Sweating my balls off. But anyway, alright. Just got done working out. You know, I got yesterday I got a kettlebell from Decathlon. You know, my friend Isaac, he got his what's it called? Longboard, shortboard, no idea what kind of boards they are. He got it from Decathlon. Nowadays, the boarding scene, any sport that you can play by yourself the pickup rate is pretty high. Singaporeans realize that there's nothing else to do. So they're going to play tennis, going to go rock climbing, going to go boarding. So overall, look at the parks, man. The number of people at the parks is crazy. But yeah, I bought the board, I bought the kettlebell, I went to the gym today, brought the kettlebell to the gym. I didn't want to bring the kettlebell like up and down from my house every time I went to the gym. So I took like a little bit of correction tape and I put owner, put my block and unit number, and at the side I said, you can use, but don't remove. So a little bit of a social experiment to see whether people will abide by this and not steal my goddamn kettlebell. That's $65 right there. Yeah. But the kettlebell workout was awesome. I forgot how much you can actually bust a workout with just one kettlebell. I hope my ass doesn't hurt later on. I'm going on a hike after this. Like right after this, I'm going to go on a hike. I hope my body doesn't feel the effects of that workout a little bit too strong. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to spend this podcast talking about my weekend. I don't really have anything scripted out. I just thought I'd do a quick episode before I leave. So, yesterday, the first thing I'm going to talk about. Yesterday, I went and I drove my brother's Tesla for the first time. And I posted it on Instagram and so many people hit me up asking a couple of questions. So the first one was like, the most common question was like, how was the auto drive function, right? I didn't use the auto drive function, okay? I don't think they have it yet for the common roads in Singapore. All I do know for my brother is that you can drive the auto driving shit on the expressway. And he said it's wild, right? Because Tesla will keep a safe distance between you and the car in front, right? But if the car in front moves and gets out of the lane, your car will speed right up to the car in front. And if you haven't seen and you haven't felt it, Tesla's acceleration is wild. Like it would, just because it's an electric car. I bet you can get this with a combustion car, but the electric car is a little bit more instant. Just based on the fact that there are the gears, the gearbox work a little bit different. No idea how they work, but the acceleration is instant. It's like sitting at the back of if you've ever been on a roller coaster in like Disneyland or Universal Studios, so if you're at the back like this, and it stops right there, like the distance between you and the car in front of you. So if like that, there's like a 500 meter difference between you and the car in front, it will go right up and it will stop. Fucking wild. Yeah, but everything else, like even when you get into the car, it's a different experience because there is no car keys. Your phone is the car key. You get into the car, you pop the handle open, so the handle is flat, right? So like imagine it's a flat surface. You pop the handle comes out. You pull the handle, you open the door. Just had to use my middle finger for the analogy. But yeah, so you pull the door open, you get in the car. It feels like a little bit like a spaceship. Well, that's from my experience because I went from like driving a goddamn Vezel to a Tesla. The roof of it is a little bit like it's not really like a sunroof because it doesn't fall open, but it's a little bit transparent, like it's light in. And if the sky was starry, it'd be fucking amazing, but it's not in Singapore. So, but even when you're driving, the range of the feel of range you can look out of the car, it just seems very different from any other car I've driven. Even the accelerator, right? So for the car, for normal cars, if you click the accelerator, you will go. You release it, the car will continue to go, but it doesn't add any more forced to it, right? Your car just cruises along. For the Tesla, if once you lift your foot off the gas, not gas here, but the accelerator, the car begins to brake, and it's a braking system that they have in tune that will charge. The moment you lift your foot off the pedal, the car will start to take that energy from the braking system and charge the battery once again. So it led to be a little bit of a jerky right in the beginning. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is wow. Like even like the screen they have on the side, there is no what, dashboard or what the fuck you call it. There's no screen in front of you that tells you your speed. It's all on that one huge ass iPad thingy. You can see, the system can tell you the not just the number of cars around you and the motorbikes around. It can tell you even the shape of the car that is in front of you. So if it's a lorry, it paints a lorry, 3-dimensional lorry on the screen itself. If it's a motorbike, it can show you the motorbike's shape. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like that. Even when the car is far away, you can tell. I have no idea how they do it. Just everything about it is so different. It's like you're in a movie when you're in the car. Like makes every other car that you have ever been in look stupid. That's all I can say. It makes all the other cars seem like they are 200 years behind what the Tesla is. And we're going to begin to see a lot more Teslas on the road. Just based on the price point of the car right now, right? So a Tesla right now costs about $160-ish, $170-ish, based on current day with COE prices. Like you have to factor in the COE prices, right? And that's in the price range of a low-end Mercedes or BMW. How many BMWs and Mercedes do we see on the road right now, man? Number of Audis out there. So many. Every one of them could have been a Tesla in that price range. So we're going to begin to see a lot more of them on the roads. Question is, does Singapore have like the infrastructure to make sure that all these cars can get their recharge? Right? Not a lot of ports out there. I don't see them in many HDB car parks. Even if we do, we only see like 4 of them. So for every charge you get for the base model, you get about 300 km-ish in Singapore. You could get more if you're living somewhere in a suburban city where there are many that traffic lights. But in Singapore, you get about 300 km. That's all right? That's for a normal Singaporean. I think that's like a 2-3 time charge every 2 weeks. So a month you charge about 6 times. And considering if you are at a supercharger, you're using a supercharger that takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get a full charge in for the base model, right? 300 km. That's all right. That's like a cup of... That's 1 or 2 cigarettes for people. That's a cup of coffee that you're going to get as you wait for the car to charge. But when there are a lot more cars on the road, that's going to be an issue. And I think Singapore Power has a plan to try to make sure that there are chargers in every car park out there, but it's going to be a lot of work to make sure that they do. Because if you don't use a supercharger, then your car can kind of take like 2 or 3 hours to charge, and that's going to be a stretch, right, in Singapore. Whereas compared to like if you just go to the petrol kiosk, you can get in and out with a full tank in like 5 minutes. Yeah, but it's the future. I'm not gonna act like I really give a shit. Like I got a car, got an electric car because of the environment. That is not the reason. You got it because it's fucking cool. Right? If not, there will be a lot more Priuses on the road, and you don't see that many. If you do, they're more likely to be a taxi than anything. If you're Toyota, why would you make such an ugly car? It's like a statement car. Like, I got such an ugly car, but I love the environment that much that I'm willing to get such an ugly car. Why can't you make it look cool and be good at environment like at the same time? I don't get it. Yeah. And they have that like this network system in the car. that they give it to you for free for now for early adopters, so you can get like YouTube, Spotify, Netflix on the car, Google Maps. It's like a SIM card. There's really like a SIM card in your car. I have no idea how it works, but yeah, they're gonna start charging for that shit once they have more cars on the road in Singapore. So you can have a internet in your car. You don't have to like connect your phone anymore. That little iPad thingy, that huge screen, is gonna have internet on its own. Talking about Netflix a little bit, everybody's going wild ape shit over this Squid Game thing. I give it a shot. If you don't really know, I don't really like Korean. In fact, not just Korean. Any show that is not English, because I hate reading subtitles when I'm watching shows. I just feel like it takes away like at least 30-40% of the experience when you have to read subtitles, because like I can't really concentrate on the characters, the way they're acting, the little details in the background. I'm just focusing on the words at the bottom. But for this, everybody was like, you gotta watch this. So I said, okay, give it a shot. One of the few shows that after the first episode, I go like, oh, I can't wait to watch the second episode. And I got through it. I got through the show. I gotta say, I get it. I get it. Is it like better than Money Heist? I haven't finished watching Money Heist, right? Don't hate me. I almost never ever get through any goddamn show. I'm not really like a binge watcher. But I got through this. And it's worth it. It's a very different twist. They casted awesomely for the show. Every character fit the job. That evil guy with the snake down his neck. Hated him. Right, if you hate the villain of the show, like you genuinely hate him, he's doing an awesome job acting. That girl he hooked up with, didn't like her as well until she killed him. Spoiler alert if you're listening to this. The other girl, the one that made it to the finals, she gained like 4 million followers on Instagram in 2 weeks because of the show. The show made careers, man. Made careers. Sometimes in life you just need that one break, right? That people will remember you forever. You can just milk it. It leads you to bigger and bigger things, but you know, all that work before that, people don't see. People just think you just need that one break. But in all honesty, I bet you she put in the work before that, because she was awesome too. Every one of them was awesome. The main guy, his company, his media agency or whatever you call it, their stocks shot up like I think like 8%. The media company that shot it, that Netflix engaged to film the show, went up like 20% just because of this show. I think it's because like Netflix engages all these agencies to help them film shows. Like Netflix doesn't just make it themselves; they get this film studios to make it for them, and then they put the Netflix sign on it. But of course, Netflix is the one that approves of the shows. They say this is the way we want the show to go. They look at the script, they approve of the casting, then they get it out there. Overall, this and Parasite. I don't know if these are my two top Korean shows that I've watched, and it's fucking mainstream, but they are good. Mainstream for a reason, right? Fucking hey, the show was good. But what kind of name is Squid Game? Only in today's context can you come up with a name called Squid Game and people not bat an eye. Nobody even sings like it's a crazy name. People just like, oh yeah, Squid Game. Back then, they used to have awesome name for shows like, come on, Game of Thrones. Fucking awesome name. What other names? Breaking Bad. Awesome name. Ozark. Awesome name for a show. Sometimes the name of a show can make or break it, right? Sometimes if you see like a show on Netflix and it just says like what, River, you ain't gonna watch that shit. Come on. Squid Game. Maybe that's the direction now they want to go into. They want to come up with the most ridiculous name for a show so that you will click on it and give it a shot. Maybe that's the play. But Netflix changed the game. Now they have free roam to come out with all kinds of shows. Like I was saying, like how is Disney gonna combat Netflix in that sense? Because Disney can't come with shows that chop people's head off, sex scenes, using too many like profanities because it's for kids. It's Disney, right? How are they gonna combat Netflix in that aspect? If they want to go to direct to consumer, the consumer wants shows that are explicit, man. They are real. No more PG-13 bullshit. Let's see. Disney just cut off Fox, man. As I was saying that day, no more Fox on TV, no more. I don't even know whether there's F1 this weekend, but okay. Singtel still has UFC on it. I watched it this morning. Couple of crazy fights. Main event was a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. Co-main event was a little bit controversial. Not going to touch too much about UFC, but yeah. They still had Nat Geo. They still gave us Nat Geo. I don't know why Disney didn't take Nat Geo off. No more Disney Channel. Kids are going to be a bit bummed out. They're going to pest their parents to get Disney Plus now. More money in Disney's pockets as if they did not have enough already. But might be good for us all, right? If they charge us like $10 a month, that you can get live sports, get Disney shows, I'm paid $10. I'm not gonna give Singtel 20. I'm gonna give Disney 10. Yeah, how long has it been? Goddamn recording. Okay, I'm recording, thank God. 17-ish minutes. Almost 17 minutes. Yeah, 17 minutes. But yeah, okay, I'm going to put an end to this episode. Hopefully next episode, I'm going to have Kayong on. I'm going to pass him the mics tomorrow, and then we're going to try to figure things out so that we can do virtual podcasts. It's not going to be as good, for sure, but it's better than me sitting down with you guys alone and just, ranting. He is... The reason why we don't really want to do like him coming over to my place and doing a podcast is because the case count is high. I know. And I don't want to put like my parents who are like 60-ish in danger. Plus, Kayong is on his way to get fully vaccinated. We can talk about it more about it on the next episode. He did get his shot. I want to find out more why. But yeah, if anything, if you got to the end of the podcast, just take care of yourself, guys. Keep fit, eat fit. If you're eating like shit, exercise more, take your vitamins. Health is number one. All right, guys. I'm going to play the outro now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I don't know when this will be uploaded, but if not, enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. And I love you guys.